I got 222 people to visit my digital product storefront, this free lead magnet, and I spent $0 on ads. So the first thing that I want to dispel is that you don't need a large following to do this through organic content. So I want to come over here to my Threads account. So Threads is the platform that I'm actually posting a lot of my content that is driving traffic to my digital storefront and to my digital products. As you can see, this is a modest account that I started growing back in January. I had about 30 followers. So there was nobody on there, right? 30 people on this account. And so from January to now, I've grown it to over 4,800 people. That is the important part. The important part is that all of these platforms, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Threads, X, almost all of them have moved over to interest-based targeting with their algorithm. So you hear people say that, oh, I need a big following, I need more followers, I'm not getting any reach. It is not because of your followers. And I can go through a bunch of my posts here and show you that some of these, if you look at the activities, some of them are coming from my followers, but a majority of the impressions or the views are coming from people that don't follow me. So just like YouTube serves up videos to people that aren't subscribed to you, it's the same on these other platforms as well. I've seen a bunch of new accounts that have been created here on Threads specifically that have had 50 followers, 150 followers, 200, 300, 400 people, and they're making sales like right away. And it's because of one important thing, and that's their content. The content that actually drives traffic to my store doesn't always go viral. It does maybe 1,000 views or 3,000 or 4,000 views or a couple hundred views. But the thing that is important to point out here is that it is very specific. It's speaking to a very specific person. It's calling them out by names, like this post exactly, right? It's not direct, but it's saying like, hey, I'm 35, this is me. It's dad of 2, I don't have a CS degree. I'm self-taught when it comes to coding development, even before vibe coding. The first thing I would say is if you're already posting content, you're probably already on a platform, which is great because you're probably comfortable in there. But if you're not on a platform yet, right? If you're not posting organically on social, you're trying to decide what platform to start posting on. I would ask you this. I would say, what platform are you currently consuming content on already that you spend most of your time on? Because if you're already on that platform, it's most likely going to feel pretty familiar. So that would be an easier barrier to entry for you. It could be TikTok, it could be Instagram, it could be Threads or YouTube. If you text a lot, then maybe you should be on Threads, because if I'm being real, if you're texting people, if you're writing emails, if you're just comfortable writing more, you can definitely really blow up your account on especially on Threads lately, because organic is still doing really well there. If you're trying to figure out what to post, think about all the different problems that ideal person is going to have. So let me paint the picture another way. For me, right, for the No Panic Claude Code Starter Kit that I made, this is a lead magnet that I came up with literally just like a few weeks ago. I had plenty of people on Threads asking me the same questions. I was seeing the same questions in the comments showing up. And then I just thought, what would I have wanted 18 months ago? My point being, understanding the actual pain points of the person that you're trying to help, right? That is the content you're going to create. So work backwards. If you have a product, you should be able to answer this question. Is this product helping? And you should be able to say it in 1 to 2 sentences in 30 seconds or less, right? Hot and ready, Little Caesars. If you can't, then you need to go back to the drawing board and get really clear on either who you want to help. Let's say you already have your digital product done. So one way to reverse engineer some top of funnel content, right? The content that you would post on whatever platform it is, whether it's Threads or whether you're making a script for a video, is to take the actual digital product that you have. And then I would also take the following few questions and dump them into Claude or ChatGPT. Let's do this. I do have it set to Sonnet 5 Max right now. That's just because my usage is low, but I do recommend doing this with Opus. You can have Opus set anywhere between high and extra high, and you can get some really great content this way. So let's go ahead and submit it and see what it comes up with. All right, let's check it out. So Claude has finished thinking 8 hours later. I kid. So it came up with a couple of pillars, basically different formats or different lenses for each of my ideal customer and what they're going through. So fear of breaking or losing work. Long form thread, it's going to be teaching. It's a mega list. It's referencing the original content that I used. 6 things that feel like you broke your app forever. All right, number 1, it changed a bunch of stuff and now you're lost. Number 2, you've undone the same task 3 times. Number 3, the app won't start after a change. All super relatable if you've ever vibe coded anything. Number 4, you're burning through your usage. Definitely relatable. Number 5, the chat feels lost or forgetful. You're scared you're going to lose your work. So this is pretty good. Now, the only thing I personally would change is that I use contractions. So I'll Claude, I say, hey, I would never say this word. I would probably say this instead. And then it'll go in and swap it and make it sound more like me. And I recommend you take that step and you do it. All right, so while Claude is thinking about answering this question, I want to jump over and show you an example of how I actually did this, right? So this one post I showed you earlier is actually a result of that. I brain dumped some of my general thoughts on how I grew. I brain dumped some of my problems when I was first growing on Threads, and then it basically spit this out and we molded it a little bit more, a little bit back and forth, but it gave me a really strong hook, as you can see. I never post a link in the first post, and this is specific to Threads and X, but then from there, each follow-up reply is really tactical and impactful or has a story or lesson. So in this, I go through the mistakes that I made in my first few months on Threads as I was transitioning from Twitter X and what I would do differently if I was starting over. It lists all 5 mistakes, and then at the end is when I drop a call to action, right? That's when I drop a link. It could be your newsletter, it could be to your lead magnet, or directly to your digital product. So that's it, that's the flow. That's how I send people from my content on Threads to my specific landing page for my lead magnet. I offer them value, they get the lead magnet, they're on my email list. I then am upselling them and pitching them my actual digital product on my email list, and then from there, that's where I'll start to make sales. I was talking about how to make digital products with AI. It is really easy. It's fun. You can make some really high content or high valuable content, but the hardest part right now is distribution. It's actually getting people to listen to you, to know who you are, to know they can trust you. So I'm going to be making more content about this. In the next video, I will actually talk about how the launch went, how many sales came in, if any at all, and what I did for the actual launch strategy and the marketing around that. So if you're not yet, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Comment below if you have any questions. In the description, I'm going to be sharing all the prompts that I use for this and all the other resources as well, so you can do it yourself.